No, I think it's been a net positive. We back tested our strategy against every other alternative. And if you roll the clock back to August 10th of 2020, when we embarked on this journey, Bitcoin's performed 10x better than anything else. Gold's down 10%, NASDAQ is flat, Bitcoin is up 86% since that time. Over any time frame, 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, Bitcoin's the best performing asset. I can't come up with a better idea.
Hello and welcome to Money Talks. In today's video, Bitcoin evangelist and CEO of MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, updates about the recent crashes and high volatility in the Bitcoin markets, why Bitcoin is the best performing asset as compared to gold and stock market, and why Bitcoin crash is an absolute buying opportunity. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video where Michael Saylor explains his Bitcoin strategy and the great entry point in the Bitcoin space. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into this video. Bitcoin sank below 20,000 for the first time since December 2020, losing 9.5% in the past 24 hours. Currently, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap was changing hands around 19,000 after trading at a low of 18,739. Ether, the second largest crypto, also continued its decline, falling 9.78% to about $992. The crypto panic, which began a few weeks ago with Terra ecosystem collapse and then the spread to the Celsius platform, has moved on to the hedge fund Three Arrow Capital, which reportedly had its collateral liquidated by crypto lender BlockFi.
If you think about Bitcoin, if your time horizon is 1 month, it looks like a volatile risk asset. But if your time horizon is 10 years, it looks like a risk-off store of value asset. So the crossover point is 4 years. Nobody's ever lost money investing in Bitcoin for 4 years. And if you want a surrogate for the book value of the Bitcoin network, it would be the 4-year simple moving average. The simple moving average of Bitcoin over 4 years is about $21,685. Bitcoin's only touched that point a couple of times in its history, and those have always been great buying opportunities. Right. This is Bitcoin's on sale.
We're touching that. We're touching that price right now. It's funny you should mention it. So, is it a great buying opportunity?
Absolutely. Bitcoin's backed by the most powerful secure computer network in the world. If I gave you $100 billion, you can't reproduce it. And it's beyond a nation state attack or corporate attack. So once you understand that and the fact that it's a singularity, there's nothing like it in the world, then yeah, this is an ideal entry point to get into this thing.
Despite suffering an unrealized loss of over $1 billion in Bitcoin in the current bear market, Michael Saylor's faith in the issue is unwavering. Amid fears of Bitcoin freefall, he said his firm was well prepared for such a situation. His firm MicroStrategy made provisions for volatility before adopting a Bitcoin strategy, he explained. Saylor said his firm had backtested its Bitcoin strategy against every other alternative. Michael Saylor said the firm's Bitcoin strategy was done when MicroStrategy took the Bitcoin plunge back in 2020 of August. In fact, he emphasized on why he thinks Bitcoin would go on to be the best performing asset in long term. Over any time frame, be it 2, 5, or 10 years, Bitcoin is the best performing asset, he affirmed. The MicroStrategy CEO further stated that the crossover point for holding Bitcoin in profits is 4 years. The moving average of Bitcoin over 4 years is an average of 21,685. Saylor has been a promoter of Bitcoin for years, and just a few hours before his interview, he tweeted, "1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin," a likely reference to not paying too much attention to short-term price movements. He later tweeted that Bitcoin is an antidote to chaos after recent major swings in the US stock market. A potential margin call could be looming for Saylor and MicroStrategy, which could lead the company to selling some of its more than 130,000 Bitcoin, according to a report.
Yeah, sure. On a multi-billion-dollar balance sheet, we've only got a $200 million loan that we have to collateralize, and we're 10x over-collateralized on that right now. If the market traded down by a factor of 10, we've got cash and we generate cash flow. So this has all been, the margin call thing is much ado about nothing. It's just made me Twitter famous, so I appreciate that. And the Twitter trolls love to beat up on me because it gets them engagement. As for the company's balance sheet strategy in general, we borrowed $2.2 billion at a blended interest rate of 1.8% before interest rates doubled. Junk bond index is from 426 basis points to 820 basis points. Mortgage rates have doubled. If you had a chance to grab $2 billion at 1.5% interest, it seems like a reasonable thing to do, and I'm glad we did it. Most of it is unsecured debt. 1.7 billion of it is unsecured. The 500 million comes due in 7 years after we borrowed the money. So we feel like we have a fortress balance sheet. We're comfortable, and the margin loan is well managed.
When asked if it is great buying opportunity right now, he replied, absolutely. Bitcoin is backed by the most powerful computer network in the world. It is beyond a nation-state attack or a corporate attack. There is nothing like it in the world. So this is the ideal entry point to get into Bitcoin, he explained. On concerns over Bitcoin's steep fall in the last few days and talk of his firm's likely margin call, he said, on a multi-billion-dollar balance sheet, we have only got $200 million loan that we have to collateralize, and we are 10 times over-collateralized on that right now. MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings stand at 129,918 coins purchased at an average of about $30,000. The firm is the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin behind Tesla and South American country El Salvador. Crypto is not the only market experiencing major sell-offs. This week, the Dow Jones Industrial Average went down 0.13%, and the S&P 500 index is up 0.22%, and it entered bear market territory. The U.S. stock saw a small uptick on Wednesday as the Fed approved its largest rate hike in almost 3 decades. Bitcoin has thus sealed 37% losses for the first 2 weeks of the month, making June 2022 the worst month of June on record, according to data from an on-chain monitoring resource, CoinGlass. Year to date, the pair traded down almost 60% at the time of writing, over 70% below last November's all-time high. The historical trend suggests that 80 to 84.5% is the classic drawdown target for bear markets, this putting Bitcoin at between $11,000 and $14,000. Bitcoin still needs more volume and volatility than at present to match volumes at previous bear market bottoms at the 200 MA. A promising sign is that seller volume is above average for the first time this week, but much more is needed for final capitulation. So what do you think about Bitcoin's downfall below 20,000? Tell us in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video, and thanks so much for watching.